I mean, there was a famous Danish humorist called Storm P. who said it is difficult to forecast, especially about the future. But I mean, I could sort of, in very rough terms, I mean, there are a couple of tendencies, I mean, which are also international. But I mean, in Denmark, the number of hours or minutes that people are watching television is growing, and has been growing for the last couple of years. For some unknown reasons. Could be the financial crisis, could be that people don't think they can afford to go to the movie house or go out dining, and instead they sit at home and watching television. I don't know. But we see television is still extremely strong. And I think will be for the foreseeable future. I don't see any major threats to television as a media. We're not talking content here. We're talking, you know, who has success, who can attract the largest audience. And television is so strong, and I don't see any foreseeable major developments there. Of course, in Denmark, we have the same development as you have in other countries, that sort of the broadcast media financed by a license fee or advertising, or both, is losing out to cable television channels which are financed by subscription, and both in America and elsewhere, without the cable distribution system, where you actually you are assured of an annual fee being paid normally in advance, of millions and millions, instead of basing your existence on a floating advertising market or an unstable political decision to support you. So television is strong and will continue to be strong. Then on the other side, you have the internet, which is growing, and we talked about Google before, and Facebook and social media, and new things will come out. I mean, we don't know about the apps market, the iPad and Android things. We don't know how that will do financially, but it's growing. So, I mean, you have here two television and digital internet-based, mobile-based media groups, which I think are going to be the two big powers that will confront each other in the future. And I couldn't help but thinking, I know this is very roughly cut, but I was thinking of the days of the Cold War, and we are a couple of people who can still remember. And the scenario for the Cold War was that you had these two superpowers. You had the Soviet Union and the United States, which at some place some time in the future would fight this devastating Third World War. And it would take place normally in Europe. Europe was in flames, Europe was buried and was the battleground. And I can see that sort of the territory where television and the net digital-based media will fight will be sort of the graveyard of the print media. I don't think it's that bad, but somehow that's in rough terms over the next 10, 15 years, print media is going to have a very, very hard time unless they invent something that I don't know about yet. And you can see what happens to the print media in Denmark is that they are, of course, all trying to go digital. And they are all struggling with, should we put up a paywall or not? How can we make money on the net? How can we make money on apps to the iPad and so on? And they're still struggling. And in that sense, Denmark is, again, not unique. It's the same battle that goes on all over.